Good morning, Steve Reed with the morning grain comments. Markets are kind of mixed in the grains overnight. We've got January beans down a penny, while March is up a penny. Soybean oil is gaining on meal. March corn's up a penny, while March Chicago wheat's down a penny. Kansas City's up a penny. Outside markets are very volatile today, with the U.S. equity sharply higher and crude also higher, with the Jan crude now nearing $72 a barrel. I think two headlines is kind of keeping the financial markets strong. Number one is that some people are beginning to get less concerned about the Omicron. And then we saw 2 days of rally after the Chinese became more accommodating, especially to small businesses. We're still waiting for any news as far as out of Washington concerning the ethanol mandates. We're also watching pretty closely the BBB bill and whether it'll get passed. We're watching the debt limit to see if they're going to raise it before Christmas. And also just what inflation means as far as Fed action. Today's a big day as far as Putin and Biden phone call conversation about Ukraine. And then China is in the background continuing to raise objection to the U.S. Diplomatic boycott to the Olympics. The Chinese foreign minister said the U.S. will pay a high price for that mistake. As far as other news, we're still getting ready for Thursday's USDA report. Many people feel that they will not make a lot of changes in U.S. and world corn and wheat S&Ds, but they could raise the bean carryout due to lower exports. We're still running 21% in our inspections behind the USDA's number. We're also running 16% behind in the corn number. And I think some people feel that cheaper South American corn export numbers and Ukraine shipping out corn is a negative to our corn export pace to date. I think this Ukraine and Russia thing is extremely important to corn and wheat prices. Any increased conflict could jeopardize some of the Ukraine exports and Russian wheat exports, and that could be bullish to prices. Bottom line, I think it'll be tough to trade over $13 in the nearby beans. South American weather, Brazil is okay. Western Argentina is okay. The only problem is southern Brazil and northeast Argentina. We don't know if that's enough to push beans over $13. I do think at some point in time, corn will test $6 due to the tightening world supplies and tightening U.S. supply, and talk about next year, U.S. corn supply might be below this year, with demand about unchanged. And then we've got a wheat market that has taken a lot of demand premium out of it, and kind of watching pretty closely to see what happens to Russian prices, Europe prices, and if U.S. ever becomes competitive on the export side. Again, U.S. Spring and summer weather in the southern plains could be positive to wheat prices down the road. As always, these are my thoughts and not those of ADM Investor Services. Have a safe and profitable trading day, and remember, always treat people like you yourself would like to be treated.